In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to add animation keyframes on adjustment layers. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see here, I have Filmora open, and this is just a video, a stock video from the stock media section here under, I believe, one of these pixels. You can find free videos on there to use on here. So this is our video here. So I'm going to go ahead and apply an adjustment layer on here. So I'm going to go over to my media section, and underneath the media section, one of the folders is labeled adjustment layer. So click on that. This is where you're going to be able to add custom adjustment layers, or you can create a new one by hitting preset and adding the adjustment layer on here. So I'm going to be using some of my old ones that I have saved, my custom ones. So I'm going to use this one labeled as custom number 2, right, or number 1. Click, drag, and drop this on the timeline. Now, if we go over this, you can see that it changes the color of the video. Let me go ahead and delete this. So I'm going to use this one because this one you can tell the difference. Okay, so this is where we have our adjustment layer. This is where we don't have it. So I'm going to extend this to fit the entire video. Cool. Okay, now we're going to add keyframes, animation keyframes on this adjustment layer instead of adding it on the video, which is what people usually do. So I'm going to double click on the adjustment layer, and it's going to take me to my video properties here. As you can see, it's under layer, and right now it's under basic. Right, so if you look over to the right of these properties, you see that we have the keyframe button. So these are going to be the things that you're able to add keyframes to. Okay, all of these things here. You can even go to animation here. You'll be able to add, preset animation for from these different presets. You can go over to color. You can add keyframes to all these different properties here. Okay, now I'm gonna go over to layer. I want to do something very simple. I want to do kind of like a wipe transition of this adjustment layer. So what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to go to the position X, and I'm going to move this all the way off screen. So you can see it on here. It's moving. So I want to move it outside. Let's move it all the way to the left. Move over to the left. I'm clicking and dragging here. As you can see, it's off the screen now. I'm just going to put it right here. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and add a keyframe here by clicking this button. So click that button, and I'm going to go ahead and move my cursor to right here, and I'll go ahead and reset this here. So this is just going to reset this to its original position, which is 0. So if I hit the reset, it's going to reset it. Okay, so now we have 2 keyframes. Let me go ahead and make this a little bigger so you guys can see what we're working with here. So I'm going to play this. Pretty cool stuff here. So if you wanted to go faster, you can drag these keyframes to be closer to each other. So look at that. Really awesome. Okay, now one of the things that you notice here is going to be, we have these little buttons here, right? So these buttons tell you what properties are within this adjustment layer. So this one is for keyframes. It tells you that there's keyframes within this adjustment layer, and then the top one tells you that this one has some type of color correction on here. So it kind of like gives you these little icons to tell you the things that are within this adjustment layer. So this is how you're going to be able to add keyframes here. You can add all types of keyframes. Now that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go and hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.